Paul, you have failed the first section of the Underwood driving test, reflexes.
Yeah, but your throwing arm, though, it's on point.
That's a scene from Overlord and the Underwoods, the first black family comedy in Canadian TV history. It's on CBC Gem, but also airing internationally. We're joined by one of its stars, Canadian Screen Award-winning actress Patrice Goodman. Good morning. Good to see you.
Morning, Bob. Thank you for having me.
It's nice to have you on Morning Live for the first time, although I guess you've hung out in our parts a number of times because we know you as Dot on Umbrella Academy.
I've spent many a late night shooting there. I was shooting out there, but it's so much fun to have you here now.
Well, and when things get back to normal, we'll have you in our fancy new studios.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Yes,
for sure.
Please.
Yeah. So let's talk about this show. So I mentioned the first black family comedy in Canadian TV history. Like Dick Hink and My Hair was a huge hit, but like that was a black sitcom. But this is the first family-centric show. Amazing. Congratulations. So tell us about the show.
Thank you so much. We are very proud to be the first, happy not to be the last. The show is about Overlord, who is the second most evil villain in the universe, and he rats out the first most evil villain in the universe, his boss, and they put him into a witness protection program. And he happens to end up at his distant cousin, Flower Underwood's house and her lovely family. And he just ends up becoming the worst house guest in the galaxy.
In the universe. Could happen.
Definitely in the galaxy, probably in the universe.
Now, this was written by Anthony Q. Farrell. Now, he's a writer for The Office and Little Mosque on the Prairie, a great Canadian writer. And so this is his brainchild here. And he was saying this actually didn't start off as a black family comedy. It was just a great comedy. But it was during the auditioning process that, hey, this is working as with your casting and the rest of the cast. It just kind of fell into place.
Yes, it was such an honor that when I received the script, it didn't have a specific type of family in mind. So it was great that it ended up being like this. And I know for all of us, we were just excited. A lot of the time, genre comedies don't really have black family or even that many black people in them. So it was great that we got the opportunity to try out, and it's so wonderful that we were booked, which really speaks to the creativity of the casting department and really the open mind of the producers.
Yeah, and as we acknowledge and celebrate Black History Month, I mean, it's important to showcase shows like this, and hopefully it opens up the floodgates.
Well, what's awesome is during Black History Month, we're making Black history in Canada.
Absolutely.
So celebrate it.
Yeah. What a cast, too. We're going to do a shout out to Jane Eastwood and Jan Arden's on the show.
Such an honor working with Jane Eastwood. I'm a big fan of hers, so every time she was on set, I was just gushing over her, trying to pick her brain with all of the fantastic experiences she's had. So,
yeah.
And Jane
What's the best thing she told you?
Pardon?
What's the best thing she imparted?
Oh, I can't tell you.
Oh. Well, we know Jane and we know why.
She would tell you.
Yeah.
Story to life.
Yeah, I bet. Now, you're a drama teacher as well, or are you still, I mean, you're so busy acting, do you still have time for that?
I don't have time right now, but it's always fun. I have a couple of former students that I'm mentoring. So I keep in touch with my students. But no, I don't have time right now.
Well, you're so busy. I mean, you have so many credits. You're in Slasher as well. And I've been watching you since you were on Being Erica back in the day, which is a great show.
Oh, my goodness. It was a great show.
Yeah. Well, listen, we got to go, but continued success with this show. And we'll link up the website for Overlord and the Underwoods. And it's a very, very funny stuff. Thanks for joining us. And yeah, it's an open invite to join us in our studios when they open up. Patrice Goodman.
I'm thrilled. I will be thrilled to see your fancy new studios.
Okay, well, and we'll see you on Umbrella Academy too.
You have failed the
Shot in
first
Hamilton.
section of the Underwood driving test. Reflexes.